What's going on, folks? Welcome to the channel with me, Clem Boogie. Happy post-Thanksgiving to everyone out there. I hope everybody's Turkey Day was well stuffed and well deserved. I know everyone is grateful and thankful for a lot of things, as am I. But we're at week 12 of these NFL betting picks. So, you know how I give it up on this channel. 4 picks, 1 upset alert. Let's make some money, people. First game up, we have the New York Jets versus the Chicago Bears. Right now, there's a lot of commotion going around with the New York Jets, whether to see if their quarterback is the future. People are very much in doubt of it. He's being sat down. I think he's lost his job. I think he's lost his confidence of his team. And the coach, frankly, think he's just flat out done with him. Instead, they're bringing up Mike White as his replacement. Yes, they have Joe Flacco in the fold. He serves as veteran leadership, and he's supposed to be steering these young bucks in the right direction. But Mike White has proven to be very talented when he's gotten the opportunity. He's actually led the Jets to some victories. I believe he's 5-2 in the games that he has started and played. He has tremendous arm talent himself. He has good size, and he knows his way around this offense. On the other side, you have the Chicago Bears, which I've said in the past couple weeks have finally centered their offense around their young quarterback, Justin Fields. Justin Fields has realized that he can be utilized in this offense in many ways, mainly as a runner. He's able to escape. He's obviously able to break tackles, but he's able to create difference and matchup nightmares for opposing defenses, as opposed to what was going on the previous 2 years before, where he was just a sitting duck waiting to get hit. But with that being said, this game is going to be very interesting, simply because the Jets are, like I said, have their quarterback quandary going on, as opposed to the Chicago Bears, who seem to be very settled, steady, and have been improving thus far. Every week thus far, they have been improving. And, one can say next year, who knows, might be a breakout year. But as it pertains to this game, I'm going to say I'm going with the Jets, because Mike White, for some reason, just brings new energy. And I think he's just going to steer the ship. And I think the guys will rally around him, both offensively and defensively. And I look for the Jets to cover the spread, which they are giving 6 at this juncture. But yes, I am taking the Jets to cover the spread. Next game up are the Houston Texans versus the Miami Dolphins. This game is definitely a lopsided looking game on paper, but when we get to the field, crazier things have happened. Look for Houston to score, and I know that's an oxymoron, but look for Houston to score early and often, and look for Miami to ultimately play catch up and ultimately get ahead. But with that being said, I look for both teams to put up points. Miami, obviously, clearly on paper, is the better team. They have more weapons. They're more skilled. They come with a lot of bells and whistles, but they let a lot of teams hang around. And when they do that, they, put the stress factor on Tua. And if I can remind everybody, Tua had suffered a really catastrophic concussion early on in the season. People had questioned, will even his career go on? He's not a very big man. So if he gets hit, chances are he's going to be out, or at best questionable for the remainder of the game. But I don't look for Houston to pose any kind of threat as far as pushing the pace and pressuring or getting an abundance of hits on Tua. But I do see Tua spreading the ball all over the yard. He has Tyreek Hill, he has Mike Gesicki, and he has the other gentleman at receiver. So he has weapons. What Houston does pose, they have a solid offensive line. They have, a serviceable quarterback, and they have a running back who's just, the human form of a pinball. he can score, he can stretch, and he can hit the home run and hit his head on the goalpost. With that being said, like I said, both teams look for both teams to score early and often. I think Houston will put the pressure on Miami, but ultimately I'm not picking either side. However, I am picking the over, and the over stands at 47, and that's my pick. Next game up is the Los Angeles Rams versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not going to bore you. I'm not going to tell you who's playing. I'm not going to tell you what stars are involved. Kansas City is just going to win. No matter what the spread is, Kansas City's going to win. That's it. There's nothing to really talk about past that. Kansas City will cover whatever the spread is. Okay? All right. Good. Now that we all agree, Kansas City. I'm going to say it again. Kansas City Chiefs. Next game up is the Arizona Cardinals versus the Los Angeles Chargers. On the Arizona side, there's tremendous possibilities. There's a possibility that Kyler Murray will be back and manning the helm at quarterback, which gives a strong opportunity for the Cardinals to get back in the win column. Though the attitude and the morale of the team, frankly, just sucks. They don't expect much of anything these days. They had Colt McCoy starting the last few weeks due to Kyler's hamstring injury, and it's been herky-jerky. There's no continuity, no fluidness to the offense. It just seems to be one-tracked. Once again, that air raid type offense just does not work in the NFL. Defenders are too fast, they're too strong, too aware. You just can't do it. In college, you can get away with that. The margins are far wide. So you throwing a screen pass, someone could literally take it 60, 70 yards for a touchdown. Not in the pros. Doesn't work that way. Unless you someone that's just real out of this world. And they do have people like that, aka Lamar Jackson. But he's not playing in this game, nor is he involved in any way, shape, or form in this game. But Kyler does give them a tremendous opportunity to win this game. On the other side, you have Justin Herbert. Last week, he got his weapons back. They've been snake bitten with injuries. He had his receivers for the first time in a long time. It was fun to see Keenan Allen and Mike Williams back on the field. The funny thing, I shouldn't say funny, the ironic thing is one of them got injured again. And Keenan Allen is still nursing a hamstring. So he's listed as probable for the game. But as it pertains to the Los Angeles Chargers, they put a lot on Justin Herbert. Yes, he's big. Yes, he's athletic. Yes, he has the immense arm talent. But it's a team sport. He needs the protection, which means the offensive line has to keep him standing upright. Guess what? If he gets hit, not a good thing. He suffered a few broken ribs early on in the season. He fought through it, and, he did what he had to do. He's tough, yes, but he's also young. These guys, you don't want them to get hit time in and time out. If they get gun shy. When you get gun shy, you start throwing the ball all over the place and turnovers incur. But with that being said, I don't expect very much of anything. I do expect a lot of offense. Both defenses have been suffering. As I said, there's been injuries on both sides. So you can expect a lot of scoring in this game. I would say the safest bet would be the over, which stands at 48.5. But like I said, if Kyler Murray is to suit up and starting, taking the Arizona Cardinals is not a bad bet. Plus, they're getting 2.5 points. So with that being said, you can bet this two ways. You can take the Cardinals getting 2.5, or you can just play it safe and take the over at 48.5 points. Next game up is my upset alert for the week. And it comes by way of the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Tennessee Titans. I look for the Tennessee Titans to basically smother the offense of the Bengals, and I look for the Tennessee Titans to use King Henry and just run. There'll be opportunities there for them to use the play action pass and for Tannehill to go deep to his receivers and also utilize his tight ends. Their defense is very strong. They have a good front four. Linebackers are very tentative, and their back end secondary very aware. A bunch of ball hawks waiting for the ball to fall dead in their laps. On the other side, Cincinnati is on the other end. They've played well, but they're missing their ultimate weapon, Jamar Chase. Yes, he's injured. I believe he's on IR for the next 3 to 4 weeks, something to that degree. But they miss him. Doesn't mean that they don't have enough skilled receivers there. They have a bunch of other receivers there that stand out. But I don't think he has that one home run hitter that Jamar Chase supplies him with. With that being said, he does have Joe Mixon. He has, a much improved offensive line. He's not getting as hit as he was early on in the season. Trust me, early on in the season, it was looking real, real ugly for him. But with that being said, I just have an inkling that the Tennessee Titans will not only do well with the 2.5 points, but I'm looking for them to frankly cover. I mean, at this point of the game, they have the ingredients to just grind it out. And if they're ahead, you already know what they're going to do. They're going to put the ball in the belly of King Henry, and he's just going to run them to victory. So, therefore, that's my upset alert. Tennessee Titans. All right, we have 4 picks, 1 upset alert. Always come back, talk to me, comment, like, subscribe, share. I mean, if you haven't subscribed already, you're missing out on this money. But I am not above improvement. Any comment will be well received, both good and negative. Trust me, negativity only brings good publicity. So with that being said, join me next time, and I'm here and you here with me. Hopefully, me, Clem Boogie.